Call to order. Determined there's a quorum present. Commissioner Wardlaw, Commissioner Vasquez, Commissioner Nettleton, Commissioner Flores, and myself. We have a quorum. Commissioner Wardlaw, if you would please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, sir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're going to move right to item 24, and then we'll come back and start all over. Discussion possible action on approval of a resolution for House Bill 4636 relating to creation of a Valverde County groundwater conservation district.
Judge, I had prepared a resolution opposing this piece of legislation. There is actually a hearing going on today, and has already started hearing this piece of legislation. We had a meeting at the Civic Center with Representative Morales, and it appeared that most people did not want this at this time. It's actually pretty sad, in my opinion, that we have a bill up there that everybody in this community supports, and we can't get it moving, which would protect Laughlin. That was filed in November, and this bill was filed a week ago, and we already have a hearing to push it forward. It shows me that we have very little representation about where we're going. And I will make a motion to pass a resolution opposing this piece of legislation and have it sent immediately to the House hearing. That's my motion.
Second. Have a second by Commissioner Flores. And again, Commissioner Nettleton, you said that the whole court was present there at the Civic Center, and then you had a lot of not only landowners, but just people from the community since I've been here since 2011. I mean, they've actually been on opposite sides, but it looked like this time everybody that was in there opposed any type of groundwater legislation without the creation of without the science, and I think the other bill that was filed, that's what it's meant to do. So it seemed like he's just taking off on something that at the end of the day, when you don't have any support from county or city officials, it seems like you would want that first before you just, sort of go down this road, especially since you're supposed to represent us and not represent interests of individuals that don't even live within our community.
There's been a lot of money being funneled into Austin by the Devils River Conservancy to get these bills passed, and it's become very, we have several bills that are floating around in Austin that relate to Valverde County, but the one bill that we want, we can't seem to get moving, but the rest of them seem to be moving. So I think it's really sad.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Just for the record, 5-0 vote. It'll take just a little bit to get this thing signed so we can get it moving forward.
We'll get Jerry to sign. We'll get it good. Thank you.
Item number 4, we do have minutes, approving the minutes.
Move.
Second. Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? 5-0 vote. Citizen comments? I have none. Approving subdivision plats? None. Approving certificates of compliance? None. Approving monthly reports from elected officials?
Move.
Second. Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Approving bills for payment?
Move.
Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. 5-0 vote. Item 10, presentation of resolution and plaque to Roland Garza for the outstanding public service during the COVID-19 pandemic, winter storm, fire response, and border crisis of immigrants. Tom?
Motion.
Second. Have a motion, Commissioner Wardlaw. Second, Commissioner Nettleton. All those in favor, and then we'll go through the process.
All right.
5-0 vote. Tom, if you'll read it that way, I don't.
Resolution in appreciation for outstanding public service. during the COVID-19 pandemic, Winter Storm URI, fire response, and border crisis of immigrants by Roland Garza. Whereas Valverde County has been fortunate to have a dedicated staff member as Roland Garza, emergency manager, committed to the mission and well-being of the county, and whereas Roland Garza has served Valverde County for the past 6 years and has devoted himself to help our community during the crisis we have encountered by staying strong and committed to serve his community. Whereas Roland Garza has played a major role in his untiring commitment during the COVID-19 pandemic, the Winter Storm URI, the continuous outbreaks of fires within our community, and his involvement with the border crisis of immigrants. His dedication to helping our citizens stay safe and informed is to be recognized. Whereas Roland Garza has been a consistent source of advice, encouragement, and support to the citizens throughout his employment with Valverde County, and whereas Roland Garza's unwavering willingness and ability to understand and respond to the concerns of Valverde County has made a substantial contribution to the betterment of the county. Now therefore be it resolved that the Valverde County Commissioners express their deepest appreciation for the outstanding work, contribution, and dedication made by Roland Garza for the betterment of our community in the last year by ensuring our citizens are protected and informed. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution will be entered permanently into the minutes of the Valverde County Commissioners Court, signed on this 27th day of April, 2021.
Thank you. Well, Judge, on the Commissioner's Court and the rest of the staff and other elected officials, it's kind of what happens when you really don't read the agenda, I guess, and overlook things. Ulisa says, Judge wants you to be here for the 9 o'clock meeting. And I was like, I'm on my way. I was completely unaware that this was going to happen. And it's been a pleasure. It's been a privilege. You know, can't speak volumes or say enough about my boss, the individual who I report to on a daily basis, Judge Owens, for his leadership and everything that was stated in the resolution. It can be echoed by me to him and his work, and of course that of the courts as well. And I appreciate the court, and again, Tom and Ulisa and Ms. Elva and everybody else on the team. It's been a privilege and an honor, and work's not over. We'll continue to work hard and continue to request support, and again, here to work. Thank you.
You'll come around and take a picture with you. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. You need to be here.
Get over.
She was on the agenda. I was like, what are we presenting about?
what I do.
It could have been bad. No, it was. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vaccinated.
Didn't know
you had
Don't even know who the hell we are. Get over here.
Kind of come this way, just a little bit. This way, this way. Okay.
Judge, if you don't mind, can you put your arm around me?
There we go, perfect. Very nice, very nice.
Oh, man. Suck it in.
There
See,
we
she's
go.
taking care of
Nice, very nice. Awesome, thank you.
One more. There we go. One more. Let that fast.
One more.
Oh, man.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
That's a good one there.
That one's yours. All right. Good job, man.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put this back in the plastic and then just cut.
All vaccinated.
Sure, thank you.
People want to see them.
You go. If you'll hang around, we actually brought cake and tacos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'd give you a hug without crying. So. I was gonna talk a little bit, but I think y'all understand everything that he does for me. Item 11, auditor report.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor?
Aye.
Item 12, we need to table this one.
Motion to table.
Have a motion to table, Commissioner Flores. Second.
Why are we taking?
Tell it's not ready yet. I'm having a little bit of writer's block. It's not due till April 30th. What we can do is we can schedule a court on April 30th, or we can just bring it in next court without uncovering, setting up a new court. If that's fine, if that's what you want to do.
Have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? 5-0 vote. Item 13, budget adjustment from available appropriations. The weather emergency, that was something.
Motion to approve out of contingency. Are we attempting to find FEMA funds to replace?
For everything. Matter of fact, we're actually, we've even had, we're like finding more things within the departments that are broke. So, Tom and Lisa are keeping track.
I know we have one that big oil tank that's at the fairgrounds, in the freeze, it messed up the electrical part of it, and we're still trying to get fixed, so we'll get that submitted.
Okay. Motion, Commissioner Nettleton.
Second.
Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? 5-0 vote. Sheriff's, doctors and medications. Again, I mean,
Motion to approve out of contingency.
Second.
As we get more people in there, it gets worse.
and we actually have we'll actually talk about it a little bit later on. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Tax office, $3,500 for travel and training.
Where's this money coming from?
Motion to take it out of their operating. That's what
You
we've
wanna
done
come
with
out?
everybody else.
So come out of operating?
That's where everybody else is.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Sheriff's office, $3,500 from auto line item to operating line item.
Judge.
35,000. Okay, Tom.
You're gonna have enough money to get through your audits? No? Yes? Maybe?
We have some, reoccurring fees that we have to put in the budget, so we're running low on that.
You're running low on your operating line item, but
Operating, yes.
you're taking it out of auto. You're gonna have enough to finish the year?
Yes.
Okay. Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. If, the reoccurring, if we'll make sure, I mean, like, everything that we're doing right now, he's keeping a list of everything that we make sure we put that in our regular budget, and I am too, so we'll make sure that we get it, we'll put it in there.
Do we have a idea of what the savings is going to be on payroll out of that department, since we're taking a lot of it out of the COVID stuff
For this year or for last year? This year?
this year?
What are we taking out of there for COVID?
I thought we were taking some of the salaries out for COVID-related issues.
This year?
We done overtime. We paid for some overtime out of COVID.
On what grant are we hitting?
The money we got from the feds for the COVID money.
The Corona Relief Fund?
Yes.
Yeah, that was already.
Yeah, but that ended in December, so there was a portion between October and December in this budget year. Did we use that fund?
No, we extinguished it all in prior year.
And then we actually, we paid for overtime out of one of the other COVID line items that we'd set aside.
Yeah, the CESF, we did.
But there's more grants out there, well, there's more funds out there.
There's more funding out there
We're
for it,
keeping
yes.
track of, his time. And then also, when we go to visit a little bit later on in the meeting, there's more expenses that we're gonna have to keep track of. That way, if there's a possibility of getting reimbursed, we can. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 14, COVID-19 funding, certification of revenue, $23,630.55.
We're just gonna hit the COVID fund on that, right?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Treasurer's report, is this the good one?
Motion to approve.
A motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Discussing matters relating to COVID. One of the things that we've been talking about right now is that we're having a really hard time getting people to come in and get their vaccines. I think we still have over 4,000 Pfizer that we need to hand out. We received another 1,000 and change on Thursday, Friday. I think we're gonna send those back. Was that the plan?
Yes.
Okay. Probably send those back because we need to get rid of the 4,000 that we've already got. We do have some more already for the second doses. I've asked, Roland and John, Dr. Palau, maybe to come up with some type of exit strategy to where if we get rid of these and then we look at the percentage, maybe, we do either smaller clinics as one of them, which is trying to do big clinics, and the other one is at some point maybe get to where we are, letting basically the hospital and Walmart, HEB, CVS, and you know, Dr. Cadena, Dr. JJ, everybody that's, and UMC, everybody that's getting their smaller doses, maybe just have them do it. But I think we're at that point. I know that Uvalde is taking that route. Eagle Pass has already taken that route. And other counties around us, have taken that route too, where they sort of already, since we're having such a hard time getting the big numbers in, you can get in the 100 and the 200, but you know, but those vaccines are readily available. So we'll probably be bringing that back to the court to make sure we all understand what we're doing. Y'all, anybody have any questions? I can tell you that the numbers, I mean, don't seem to be climbing, pretty much at a standstill, compared to, you know, when we had 1,300 active cases or 1,400 active cases right now. And we're nowhere near that. So, good. Y'all have any questions? We good? All right. The discussion on immigrants, if y'all don't mind, we'll come back to that after we have Sheriff has some information for y'all later on in the executive session. Item 18, discussion possible action regarding the declaration of local state disaster. Again, if y'all don't mind, we'll table this. I'd like to go over part of it. We'll table. Motion to table.
Second.
Commissioner Allen, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. 5-0 vote. Item 19, Education Foundation event at the Fairgrounds. The 4-H barn event will be held on September 18th. This has already gone through Emily and the 4-H. They've approved it. It's through the Education Foundation. They raise money to help teachers and
Motion to approve.
a motion, Commissioner Middleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. 5-0 vote. Item 20, appoint one elected official and administrator to work on an MOU to address a plan for emergencies. This is part of the discussion that we had on Thursday, a couple of weeks ago, with the school, the hospital, the city, and then the county. They want to put together a group to come up with a plan, and we need a couple of people to go. What I would think is we have 2 people and then leave the emergency management coordinator out because he would be our third, but he just won't be, you know, he'll be part of the overall process.
Who do you want on it?
I don't care if we have a couple of commissioners that want to go. I mean, I'd like to be part of it and then maybe a commissioner, but it's up to y'all. You know,
Tom, you want Tom?
that'll work. Tom?
I'll make a motion to appoint the judge and Tom.
Second.
Somebody else? Other commissioners want to be involved.
And I mean, this isn't, I mean, we'll start off with these 2 and if any, we'll just send out emails when we're going to have them, and if y'all want to go, then whatever y'all can go. I have a motion, Commissioner Middleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Okay. Item 21, discussion of possible action on it's $932,000 that was set aside. It was insurance money set aside for the fairgrounds. What we're asking for is if we could set aside right around $20,000 for one to go ahead in that building that was moved over there. We came in with a bill of a little over $7,000 for electrical, and then there's probably going to be some other bills for the water because we have to hire a plumber and a master electrician. So we'd like to set aside $20,000 out of that
I'll
$932,000.
make a motion to set aside $20,000 for that out of the $932,000.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Middleton, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? 5-0 vote. Also, we never did appoint somebody who'd be in charge of those funds in order to be able to make the POs and stuff, so we need somebody to be able to do that.
Make a motion to be put in charge.
Okay, I have a motion, Commissioner Wardlaw.
Second.
Myself.
Okay.
Second, Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote, thank you. Item 22, approval of a draft agreement from the Texas Water Development Board for Flood Infrastructure Fund Category 4, Project 40062, providing a closing date, and authorizing the county judge to execute all items thereto. Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 23, approval of draw number 22 under SHC Contract 7217013 in the amount of $61,252.04, and authorize county judge, county auditor to sign draw 22 and public service draw checklist.
Move.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. We already did number 24, and hopefully everything worked out on that one. Item 25, approving to request and issue a credit card for new precinct 2 foreman Joe G. Rios and new heavy equipment operator Guadalupe Quinn.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Nettleton, all those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 26, accepting reimbursement of $1,000 from South Texas Food Bank to reimburse Commissioner Vasquez for fuel for reefers. Reimbursement amount is to be placed back in precinct 2 operating budget.
Motion.
I have a motion, Commissioner Wardlaw, second, Commissioner Nettleton, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 27, Mr. Vitel, I think that one's been taken care of?
Yes.
Okay, do you need any other action? We're good? Do you want to just give us a brief, what you're doing, if you don't mind? Item 27, requesting funds for lunch meeting for 15 people taking place May 25th, 2021 at 12 noon, the Texas Community Bank Conference Room. The cost for the food is $122.40. Catered from Rudy's Barbecue. I think the funds have already been taken care of, but he'll tell us what the event's about.
Good morning, Commissioners, Judge, thank you again. So what we're planning on doing, I finally got the ear from the chief nurse of the Veteran Affairs nursing program and in-home care for veterans, free for the vets. That program exists only in inner cities because they have the numbers to reach. It also exists in Uvalde. So when we have a veteran that needs in-home care or nursing care, that program doesn't exist in Valverde, but it does in Uvalde. And I finally got their ear to come down and do walkthroughs with the nursing homes here so that they can get put on the program. So I'm trying to woo them into into getting put on the program. If it exists in Uvalde, it should exist here in our rural community so that our vets can now have in-home free nursing care and nursing home care for them through the VA.
That would be great.
Yes. So that's where, they're bringing a team here, and, I've already gotten in contact with a lot of the nursing homes. Their superintendents will be attending the event, and, hopefully everyone will get on the program.
Great.
Thank you.
Motion on the meals, Judge.
Sir?
I make a motion on the
They've
meals.
been taken care of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've been taken care of. Thank you, the one.
Yeah, thanks again, Judge.
Are we good?
Yes.
Item 28, adopting a resolution requesting HAVA funding with the Texas Secretary of State designation of a single point of contact from the communicating and submitting reports to be the Office of the Secretary of State and authorized county judge to sign.
Move.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Award bid 21.05, materials for metal roofing for Royal Metal Building Components in the amount of $123,878 to be paid out of Site 11.1, Fairgrounds Project Budget Line Item.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
that's gonna be site 11.
Site 11.
Move.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second.
Second.
Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 30, discussion of a new arch at Fairgrounds entrance. I had Edgar, if you put this on, I think we were getting, if I'm not mistaken, $6,400 to fix it. I know that they put the old one back just to be able to have something up there, but I don't know what y'all want to do, whether y'all want to try to replace that one and maybe move that one back towards the back, or if we just want to fix that one a little bit better. And y'all
I think that's a good idea, Judge. Put a new one up and, like you said, put
put
the
that
old
one
one.
back.
Right.
Would y'all be okay with that? And this one, the one the old one there, I mean, it's part of our history, so I mean, I think if we fixed it, put it back up at the entrance there to the grandstand.
That'll work.
That work?
Motion, Judge.
That work?
Maybe where you walk under when you go in.
Yeah.
Do we need a motion?
Yeah, if you don't.
Motion to approve a new one and move the old one by the grandstand.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor?
Aye.
A 5-0 vote. Item 31, discuss possible action on Moto X Treme Circus to host event at the large arena, August 20th, 21st, 2021.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton,
Second, Judge.
second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 32, discuss possible action on county to set up standard specifications for new driveways on Frontera Road and other county roads. We've already had a couple of people that have come and want to do driveways, and I think Carlos had mentioned, you know, if we just don't set something up, they're gonna end up cutting into your road.
Yeah.
Or cutting into the road, and it's too much money for them.
Well, we're having problems on other roads with this too, driveways not being built
I
correctly.
think-
We have authority under this transportation code to request permits.
I think we need to set some rules and, you know.
And Commissioner, the standards that we have right now, or what they're building, what the contractor is building, their standards are already in place for the driveways. So I think even if we just follow those standards, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. I think that's what we had talked about, and I'll let you speak. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, that's good.
I think those work, but there are cases where they're putting in driveways and blocking drain ditches without drainage and culverts and different things. But I don't wanna make it,
Well, the big problem there, Commissioner, is that they're building $1 million warehouse and their entrance is just base material.
Yeah.
They're not paving them or anything
oh,
like
no,
that.
it'd be
They need
something.
to pave them or concrete them or, you know.
No, I agree, because then all the rock goes on the road and messes up the road, chips the edges and.
Good morning, Commissioners, and good morning, Judge. As the judge told, one of the property owners reached out to me like 2 weeks ago to see what is it that we can do to allow a driveway. On the original plans, we have 41 driveways, and we're pretty much building or rebuilding every driveway that was already in place. But we don't have anything for new driveways where they were not using access to the property. And there's some places that we have the non-dip asphalt that they require a culvert, and we have the other type of driveways where it's a dip asphalt where you need to place a culvert. So that's what I'm bringing this, on the typical weight on Frontera Road, we have a minimum width of 24 feet, and we have our approachment radius of 30 feet, which is for industrial park, it's good. If you wanted to turn it into residential, it will be 25 feet. On the driveway, we have 3,000 PSI concrete on 6-inch, and we have number 4 rebars at 12 inches each way on centers over a compacted subgrade.
Are we gonna require all driveways in the county to be concrete?
What we're asking for.
Commercial, I think commercial would be
Well,
the,
maybe commercial, but
Yeah.
like residential.
no, residential, no.
Like a very.
And what we're trying right now, because of Frontera Road, if they're gonna be building anything, I think right now, I mean, he can bring us something back for specs with other areas, but Frontera Road right now, because we're fixing a drop.
No, I agree with that, I just meant the rest of the county, if it's a residential driveway, and the expense of putting in concrete is, you know, relatively expensive, so. I'm fine with I agree with the Frontera, the investment and the commercial, and the volume of traffic, it's just, the pavement's not gonna stand up, I'm fine with that. I mean, if we're gonna do a set of specs for, you know, rural residential houses and stuff, maybe not do a full
Okay.
concrete.
So we will for Frontera, concrete?
Well, you already
Or
have a set of
commercial.
specs.
Yes. We just follow that for
Yeah.
Frontera?
I would think.
We can adopt these for
Is that
Frontera.
okay?
Make a motion to adopt the specs presented for Frontera.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? 5-0 vote. Item 33, thank you, Carlos.
Thank you.
Authorize the Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez sign a local law enforcement MOU between Valverde County Sheriff's Office and Comstock Independent School District, Region 15, ESC.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor?
All right.
5-0 vote. Do you need to say anything, Sheriff?
No, this is at no cost to the county.
Item 34, approving a burn ban for 3 months due to extreme dry conditions.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Item 35, approving human resource report from March 30th, 2021 through April 29th, 2021.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. 5-0 vote. Item 36, closed session consultation pursuant to Texas Government Code A 551.071, parentheses 2, attorney-client privilege, B 551.071, parentheses 1, parentheses A, contemplated litigation. We'll take a little 5-minute break and we'll come back into executive session in this room. Local state of disaster. This would be something that we would write with the help of the sheriff and the county attorney.
I'll make a motion to approve the writing of the declaration of disaster in conjunction with the sheriff and the county attorney.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
5-0 vote. Sheriff, if we set aside, just because of the amount of money that's in contingency, 16,000, you think that would be enough?
No, but that was, I think the 16,000 that we're just
Totaling up, it already had reached that, but I think is by, looking at some of the other things, it's running like 22, I believe.
The 16,000 for right now, would that help?
Yeah.
Just that way we don't have to move money from other accounts and we could go ahead and move the 16 out of contingency, if that would help.
That's for the bill?
For the bill,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to item 9, approving bills to be paid.
I'll make a motion to authorize adding the bill for, who was it for?
UMC,
UMC
up to
up
16.
to 16,000 in the event that it is not being paid by Kenny County.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? 5-0 vote. I think we took care of everything else. Commissioners' comments? None? Judges' comments? I was just, evidently this groundwater bill, you said right now that there was a letter of support written by the mayor?
Yeah, it's my understanding the mayor wrote a letter of support for the groundwater bill. It was just the mayor, not the city council. I'm not sure why he did that, but.
Okay. Well, and at the end of the day, all of us can step off as elected officials and take off on our own, but it's really nice to, if you have a consensus, and sort of stay within your lane. I mean, in my opinion, it's real hard, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, it's real hard for him to understand what's going on, because he hasn't been here a long time, and I think it's just a knee-jerk reaction by him. I will tell you that he was not at the meeting that Morales held, there at the Civic Center to get input. So, I just don't know how you step off and go do this, and not listen to your constituents. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there. I mean, everybody there, even people that we've been dealing with since 2011, that wanted a water district, just have said within that meeting that this wasn't the time, that you needed the science to back it up before you take off. So if this thing does go through, I think at the end of the day, our citizens will have the last word, and we'll have to go to a vote. And that's where our citizens of the city of Del Rio and Valverde County, that's where you sort of step up and draw the line as to what side you're on. But either way. Any other comments? We're good? This meeting's adjourned.